like the clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open, unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break them when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever.
All up in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might ride it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. This some mud. Yeah, this some mud. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Tryna get back close, hit them with the stiff. Gears I shift, make sure they feel the drift. Just cop the Benz, oh, with the tint. You should know, cause in every song I said, yeah, in every song I said, I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400, I don't care at all. Have a head, no, heard you talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and broad, they straight, you shouldn't care at all.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
Yeah, 104 times how it go down. Slaps on deck for the whole town. On mamas, man, I did it with my own sound. And I got my own city that I hold down. Just admit it already. You got plans to do it, boy, we did it already. Got a couple DMs, I done slid in already. Gotta ask YG if he hit it already. Yeah, I'm a star like Moesha's. Running up the numbers like Aisha's. Yeah, I be sliding, I be creeping. Girls these days, they just don't know how to keep it. But I got it all handled. They try to box me in, I got my own angles, yeah. I'ma spend the summer getting to the cake and I'ma wishing wood on every candle. I'm like,
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
If you ain't know me, but you know now. Juicy came through with the verse from me both times. In Bot Town, that's automatic, hold down. What's that? Ask no question, just hold it down. Why you hating on the progress? I'm a humble, I don't even pride what I do. I just drive the Maybach through the projects. And still crazy, I ain't even drive shit. Hey, from a distance, please don't try me. Cause we'll turn it up on anybody. I see why they don't like me. Yelling out 400, they go too heavy. I'm with the posse back at it. Whoa. That mean come on, go on platinum. Whoa. That mean I got a Kindle in my mattress. Oh, I got the BD back bragging.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
It seems the competition is riding on the tail. It seems that they were hoping get tired of wondering what's wrong or right? Don't you ever get tired and feel like giving up?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Rivers' Chargers. With that, let's get you out to San Diego. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the San Diego Chargers. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Fleener, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
Yeah, he had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Fleener. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
From midfield, here's Breeze. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Breeze hands to Ingram. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And the ball carrier there, Mark Ingram, in his 6th season now with the Saints.
Yet to have a 1,000-yard season, but any guy who wins the Heisman Trophy, you know the potential's always there.
Yeah, but you're right. Yet to get to 1,000. Had 769 last year in 12 games. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he fires one, but incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that brings up 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a second-year man. It's Melvin Gordon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And, Charles, here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin. Well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Here's Rivers. Johnson with a completion over the middle. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Nick Fairley's a former #1 draft pick that when you get the best of him, you get elite play at the defensive tackle position.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Tackle made there by Nick Fairley.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and that brings up fourth down. Now the Chargers' first-year punter here in 2016, the rookie Drew Kaiser. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Breeze to throw. And he'll be hit as as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep. And that's caught inside the 30. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They come out here in the eye. First and goal here from the 2. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game? Well, after last week where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Well, maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side of the ball know it too.
Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Ingram. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Hau'oli Kikaha in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Breeze gives it up to Ingram, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
We've got a 3rd and 11. Play clock winding down. Snap comes at 1. And now nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Travis Benjamin deep for San Diego. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. Now the 8-year man out of SMU, Thomas Morstead, on to kick it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Here's Gordon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So now on fourth down, on comes Josh Lambo. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now on fourth down, on comes Josh Lambo and the field goal unit for the Chargers. This will be from 49 yards out. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays.
There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to go for a big. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown. San Diego. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw, it's Breeze. Throw complete right side to Cooks. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Breeze now on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down now after the pass completion. Breeze to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Again, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Jarvis Jones that time in on the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Third down and 3.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. To throw is Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And taken down, but not before a beautiful little hurdle. Sometimes it can be dangerous there. It earned him the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Gordon on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. He's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Looked like he had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Tie game, but they'll get excellent starting field position here to begin the second half.
And it's the starting field position that makes an offensive coordinator maybe bolder than normal. Maybe you want to take the big shot right now. Go for a big play and get their attention early, or even just run your offense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
One receiver left, that's Allen. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rivers on first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Check 26.
They'll throw again. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On third down, Rivers. And it's caught by the new pickup from Cleveland. It's Travis Benjamin. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone. One, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Ingram stays on his feet. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to walk. He's got a man. Complete. A big play that time. Brees hooking up with Cooks. 44 yards.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on 3rd down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. From midfield, here's Brees. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. In his career, he has a spell of 10 straight seasons, 4,000 yards or more. Only quarterback to do that. We're seeing more of it here in this one.
We better not take it for granted, because what we're watching, it's vintage Drew Brees, but it still is excellent.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the eye. To throw, it's Brees. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Brees will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Now Brees on 3rd down. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Brees going to throw. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And the D looking like they may blitz. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the play clock's running down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They come out here in the eye. On third down, Mark Ingram. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the run with the ball.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Rivers over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. Still fighting for more. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards on the ground. Red zone opportunity. Now a man who sat out 3 seasons. This is Tim Hightower. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They go with a big back Hightower. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tim Hightower, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for New Orleans, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Diego, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from San Diego.
going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
On the car, it's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you with the problem. About to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shawty rocket, and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper, and I ain't gon' chase you, baby, I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
To private, coast to coast ballin'. Call your friends, the weekend's coming. I'm about to give you the rock. Now pour. Give me one for the money, you the one for the night. You know you one in a million if you the one that I like. You got a lot of glad I knew you. I brought a ruler. I'ma use it, play the music louder. I gotta do it now. I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down now. Come on, shake it, baby. Turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
another notch and make it, drop it and never take it down, take it down. 30-something thousand watching, show me something, baby. Who's on, baby?
said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you and the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll I wanna sip on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack. I wanna take that money and run right here, right now. Right here, right now. But I won't